Nice job. Hey everybody, Dr. Luke Stringer here at Advanced Health Chiropractic down in the South Loop of Chicago. And today I just want to discuss to you exactly what is an adjustment. So, an adjustment is essentially where a segment or several segments of the spine are being essentially shifted by your chiropractor via their hands and or an instrument. So first of all, why are you getting adjusted? So, we need to discuss something called a subluxation. So essentially, your spine is made up of individual joints. In between those joints, you have discs. Coming out of those joints through the spinal cord, you have nerves, and obviously you have a bunch of soft tissue, muscles, and tendons that surround the spine. So obviously, when you have good alignment, good joint function, balanced strength in the muscle groups, and good load into the joint, we should be able to move and function without any restrictions. How we're designed to function, right? However, life is essentially stress. And life brings up stress. There's different types of stress. We call them the 3 T's. You've got thoughts, traumas, toxic. So emotional stress, the deadline at work. It could be trauma, rear-ended in a car accident, and or working 50, 60 hours a week from your kitchen table at home. Also, it can be what we're actually putting into the body. So poor diet, poor hydration, medication, etc. These stresses cause something called a subluxation. A subluxation simply means that a joint that should be able to move well, freely and stably can shift. That might shift and actually not move, or it might actually shift out of alignment. That could be on an individual level or several levels. And in the spine can also globally shift and globally subluxate. So for example, cervical spine, top bone, bottom bone, 42-degree curve. That's also a subluxation. So when the spine subluxates, it creates stress and tension on the joint, the tissue, and essentially the nervous system. Our nervous system simply controls everything we do, how the body feels, also how it functions on a physiological level. So if we're subluxated, you can absolutely be in pain. Headaches, neck pain, back pain. But you can also suffer from other things, for example, those lifestyle diseases, poor sleep, poor mood, poor energy levels. So an adjustment is going to address those subluxations. So how does it happen? Well, obviously we do a detailed history and consult with you, figure out what the issue is, how long it's been going on, how it's affecting your life. We then perform an orthopedic and neurological evaluation to evaluate the spine for those subluxations. Joints are designed to move freely and stably, and tissue is supposed to be nice and supple and bouncy. When we subluxate, joints don't move and tissue goes really tight due to that subluxation. And lastly, we're going to shoot some x-rays to evaluate your essentially alignment. Based on those findings, we will then deliver an adjustment. An adjustment is where we will take that joint from a fixed position and drive through the joint line lightly, and by essentially driving through the joint line, you're going to hear a cavitation, a pop, the crack that a lot of people kind of talk about here on YouTube. And when the spine gets adjusted, it does several things: release stress and tension off joint, tissue, nerve. That's going to allow us to get out of pain, also allows us to function better. So we're going to get Malik to come up on the camera, and I'm just going to walk you through exactly how we adjust the spine. I'll just adjust you up the thoracics here. So this Malik's one of our chiropractic assistants here at the clinic. So obviously, if we ever adjust anybody's spine, again, we've done a detailed history exam, consult, x-rays, so we know exactly what Malik's spine needs to be adjusted. But when you evaluate the spine, we should feel a nice bouncy, spongy joints. If we find a fixation like we're feeling here, we can just feel we're driving from top to bottom, P to A, that joint's shifted. So we're going to know, obviously, where that joint's situated. We're going to pull tissue pull. We're going to find what we call the transverse processes, which are just little bony bits on the edge of the joint. And through, obviously, knowledge, we know where the joint line is. You're going to find tension and then good, some light pressure. Then we'll adjust the lower thoracic spine for Malik. He's really locked up here in this, what we call thoracolumbar junction. Good. And then we're going to adjust right in these upper thoracics here. Good. Malik's actually pretty subluxated because he's not moving particularly well. So we're just going to come up, we're going to rotate here a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to get a big release here. Nice job. Alright, thank you, Malik. That's it, that's all I need from you. Beat it. And I'll jump back in the camera. So guys, hopefully that explained to you what an adjustment is and essentially what we're trying to do and we're trying to achieve, how we evaluate it, and then obviously you watched how Malik got his thoracic spine adjusted. If you feel like you're subluxated, you're in pain, or you're just not functioning optimally, we can help with that. Make sure you give us a call. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. It's on Instagram, Facebook, like and follow the page. See you guys in the next video.